On the grid section of the test, before you begin, you should have read this little paragraph. Notice that there's a lot of really pertinent information right here. So atomic number, number of protons, same thing, always. If there's no charge, electrons equal protons. Positive charge, you lose electrons, so you become positive. Negative charge, you gain electrons, so the charge is negative. And the protons and neutrons equals mass number. Then read this. What does it say? No charge. So, if we look at the first one on this grid, knowing that there's no charge, we know that potassium, 39, is the name and 39 is the mass. So the element symbol would be K. The atomic number for potassium, you'll need to look at the periodic table to find, and it's over here. The atomic number is 19. Playing around with it, there you go, 19 right here. So K, 19. So 19. The mass number is given to us over here as 39. The atomic number, it says up here, is number of protons. See, atomic number, number of protons. So that means the protons here are 19. Since there is no charge, the electrons are equal to the protons if there's no charge. And it says right here, no charge for these elements. So 19. Protons plus neutrons equals mass. So in this case, 19 plus the neutrons, whatever that is, equals 39. So 19 plus neutrons equals 39, so the neutrons would have to be 20. You have to be sure that you understand how to calculate that. Don't just write down 20 because I just said 20. All right, when we move to the second one, we're a little faster here. The 8 electrons are 82. Electrons equal the protons, so they're 82. And once again, I'm just referring to this text up at the top of the page. Protons are atomic number, so that's 82. Then you go back to the periodic table to find out what element is 82. Well, 82 is lead right here. You can see right over in this area is lead. Having some trouble just gripping the 82 and the lead, or highlighting that, but that's it right there, you can see. 82 lead. All right, so the element symbol, lead. There's a B. The mass number would be the sum of 82 plus 125 because protons plus neutrons equals mass number. So 82 plus 125, 2, 0, 7. And the hyphen notation then would be lead. I'm just going to write the symbol. You can either write the symbol or the word. PB hyphen 207. For the third one, atomic number is 13. So you look over and see what is the element. This number 13 looks like it is aluminum. So you come back, that's aluminum. Since the atomic number is 13 and the atomic number equals the protons, the protons are 13. The electrons equal the protons if there's no charge. And remember, there's no charge for these elements, so the electrons were 13. The protons plus the neutrons equal the mass right here. So you know there are 13 protons, you know the mass is 27. So 13 plus x equals 27, or subtract 13 from both sides of that equation. 27 minus 13 gives you 14. Or logically, if you know the protons and the neutrons together are 27, and the number of protons in that 27 is 13, then the number of neutrons must be 14. And hyphen notation would be Al, or aluminum. You can write the word too. 27. All right, down here, note that there are charges. A little more challenging maybe. We just talked about aluminum being number 13, so I'm going to go ahead and write that in right here. Okay, so symbol Al. Here the mass number is given. It's 28. So mass number 28. Protons, same as atomic number, 13. And 13 plus something, the protons plus the neutrons, has to equal 28. Well, there are 28 protons and neutrons together. Of those 28 particles, 13 of them are protons. So there must be 15 neutrons. The total has to be 28. So 28 minus 13 gave us 15. For this one, we get to protons are 8. So you go over here, see what is 8. It's oxygen. So oxygen. Since protons are 8, atomic number is 8. The mass number would be the number of protons plus the neutrons together. So 25. And the electrons are usually equal to protons. So there should be 8. But wait, there's a charge. So since the charge is negative, have you lost or have you gained? So you go back to the top of the page. If there's a positive charge, you've lost. If there's a negative charge, you've gained. So that negative 2 must mean that it has gained 2 electrons. So instead of having 8 like we should, we now have 10. And the symbol is O, and hyphen the mass is 25 in this case. So O25. Next row, barium. Because filament 56 right here is barium. I knew it was barium because I saw the 56. Okay, that means the protons are 56. And the electrons are equal to the protons. Oh, but wait. Are the electrons equal to the protons? Not if there's a charge. So I've got a +2 charge. Have you lost or gained? You got to remember what we said earlier. If you lose electrons, you're positive. So instead of having 56, how many would you have? 56 minus 2 that you lost would be 54. Neutrons would be 140 minus 86. So if I do that in my head, 140 protons and neutrons. Of those, 56 are protons. So you have... I think 84 and 56 makes 140. Okay, and the hyphen notation would be barium hyphen 140 because that is the mass in this case. And once again, that mass may not match what's on the periodic table because we were talking about isotopes. Let's see. Yeah, it says 137 on the periodic table. But in this case, it's 140 because this is an isotope of barium with a mass of 140. An isotope of barium with a mass of 140. Last one, atomic number 17. Go back over here. Chlorine, 17. So it'd be chlorine. We know the neutrons this time is 20. And atomic number 17, so that means there are 17 protons. Protons plus neutrons equals mass. So you're going to have 37 for a mass. 20 plus 17 makes 37. Once again, 20 plus 17 is 37. The electrons equal the protons if there's no charge, but wait, there's a charge. So have you gained or lost an electron when it's a -1? If you look back at the top of the page, you'll see that if you gain an electron, right here, if there's a negative charge, the atom's gained electrons. Okay, so that's why it's 18 and not 17. And the notation would be Cl, or chlorine, you can write the whole word, that's wrong, chlorine 37, not 17, 37, because this has to be the mass. And that's the end of this section of the test. So now, that was my last one to do for you. going to post this one, and then I hope you guys are studying these.